In this video, I'll be going through everything you need to know about Moomoo Cash Plus. What is it? How does it work? How does it actually compare to other platforms? And more importantly, is it actually safe to use? But before I start, do join my 9,000 members Telegram chat group to discuss or ask any questions that you may have. So what exactly is Moomoo Cash Plus? To put it simply, it is a place to park your money and earn a return on your idle cash. In it, you'll find 3 different funds, namely the Fullerton SGD Liquidity Fund, Fullerton SGD Cash Fund, and the CSOP USD Money Market Fund. All 3 of them are what's known as money market funds. Money market funds are funds that invest in high quality, short-term debt instruments, cash and cash equivalents. Check this out. If we look at the placement period to maturity of the funds, all of them have very short maturity periods. For example, for both the Fullerton SGD Liquidity Fund and the Fullerton SGD Cash Fund, most of their holdings have a maturity period of 4 weeks or less. And as for the CSOP USD Money Market Fund, most of the holdings is within 1 to 3 months. In terms of yield, the Fullerton SGD Liquidity Fund has the lowest 7-day yield at 3.55%, followed by Fullerton SGD Cash Fund at 3.69% and CSOP USD Money Market Fund at 5.15%. Then you'll be like, if that's the case, of course it's better to invest in the CSOP USD Money Market Fund, right? Well, not quite. That's because this fund is in USD, whereas the 2 other funds are in SGD. And the problem with USD fund is that there's FX risk, where in some extreme cases, you can see the USD to SGD FX pair dropping by a whopping 8%, which would easily wipe out all of your gains. But even in most cases, the currency pair would still fluctuate every other day. Hence, the USD fund is only suitable if you already have USD in the first place. Like maybe you have converted to USD and are waiting for the right moment to invest into the stock market. As for the other 2 SGD funds, the special thing about the Fullerton SGD Liquidity Fund is that if you submitted the redemption before 9 AM on a business day, you'll be able to get back your money by 8 PM on the same day. Whereas for the Fullerton SGD Cash Fund, if you submitted the redemption before 12 PM, you will only be able to get back your money by the next business day. So it mostly depends on how fast you want your money back. But personally, I would still prefer the Fullerton SGD Cash Fund as the redemption speed is almost the same, it has a higher yield, and a lower management fee. So then, you might be wondering, how does Moomoo Cash Plus compare against other platforms? If you compare against high interest savings accounts, assuming you can credit a minimum salary of $1,800 every month, fulfill the $500 credit card spend criteria, and is able to increase the average daily balance by $500, the OCBC 360 account would give a better interest at 3.85%, whereas the UOB one would give a lower interest of 3%. But strictly speaking, this is not exactly a fair comparison, as savings accounts are fully insured against any risk, whereas Moomoo Cash Plus is an investment, not insured, and comes with a real risk of losing money. However, if you are unable to fulfill the salary crediting criteria, maybe because you are a freelancer, NS man, or a stay-at-home tai-tai, but you still want a high return on your money, you could then consider parking your money into cash management accounts like Moomoo Cash Plus. Most of them are giving around 3+% returns, while also having almost similar withdrawal period. Otherwise, if you are already an existing user of Moomoo, you will get to enjoy their Invest Smarter Existing User promotion, which lets you earn 6.8% guaranteed returns for either 20, 40 or 60 days when you deposit fresh funds of at least 10,000 SGD, $50,000 or $150,000. The term fresh funds means additional funds on top of your existing net assets at the start of this campaign, which is on 1st April 2024. But how would you know how much net assets you had at the start of this campaign? Good question. So you can check by going to Accounts, More, scroll down all the way till you see Statements. Then open up the monthly statement of April 2024 and look for the starting net asset value. For example, here I have $1,937 worth of existing assets. So anything this amount is considered as fresh funds. Then in order to enjoy the Cash Plus existing user promo, you will need to first redeem the promo by heading to the promotions page, look for the promo and tap subscribe now. Then just fulfill the minimum holding period and fresh fund requirements, and you will get to enjoy your guaranteed 6.8% returns. But then you may be like, what about the portfolios that have higher returns? Are they worth investing in? While the returns are higher, their volatility are higher as well. So they are only suitable to invest in if your holding period is longer, like a few months to over a year. Otherwise, it's better to just stick to Moomoo Cash Plus or other portfolios that have lower return and lower volatility. Quick pause. With Moomoo Singapore, you can now easily invest in US Treasury bonds. US Treasury bonds are bonds issued by the US government. Currently, they are offering a rather high 5% yield. They are considered a safe and secure investment and can provide a guaranteed fixed income when held to maturity. With the Fed looking to lower interest rates soon, this may now be your last chance to invest into US Treasury bonds to lock in the high yields before the yields start to go down. To easily invest in US Treasury bonds, you can open up your Moomoo Singapore app, tap on Discover, Wealth, then tap on US Treasuries. You will then be able to choose the bonds based on their yield to maturity, coupon rate, and the maturity date. Then, once you have found the bond that you are interested in, tap Buy. Then, you can start investing with as little as $1,000 US. Right now, Moomoo Singapore has a special promotion where it's charging $0 commission on treasuries from now to 30th June. Investment in any capital market products involves risk and the risk to lose principal, They are also offering a very generous sign-up promotion where if you sign up using my link down below, you will be able to unlock up to 4 stock bundles of the top 5 traded US stocks worth $70 each and an Apple share plus up to 20 SGD cash coupon exclusive rewards when you sign up using my link. Holding period and buy trades applies. Besides the welcome promo, if you complete 3 successful buy trades via RSP with a minimum of $100 US for each trade, you will also receive $6 US worth of cash coupons. This is applicable to both new and existing users. So if you are interested in taking your investments to the next level, do try out Moomoo Singapore. For more details of the promotions, do refer to the link promotion page in the description below. And with that being said, let's get back to the video. Next, perhaps the most important question would be, what are the risks of parking your money in Moomoo Cash Plus? The first risk is the risk of the fund collapsing. For this, all 3 funds have pretty good track records so far. And in the history of money market funds, there were only 2 US money market funds that lost money over the past 50 years. The reason as to why it's low risk is because their holdings are mostly made up of low-risk government treasury bills, as well as short-term debt instruments with financial institutions that have good credit ratings. Plus, the holdings have very low maturity periods, which makes it easier to redeem and be reinvested into a new holding. The second risk is the risk of the platform collapsing. While this by itself won't affect our holdings, as Moomoo and all other brokers are required by MAS to keep our assets separated from the company's own assets, but in a worst case scenario, this could still delay access to our holdings while they sort things out. So let's check out the financials of Futu, aka the parent company of Moomoo. So far, their net income, earnings per share, client accounts, as well as total client daily average revenue trades have been growing steadily. And in terms of financial health, their current ratio, aka current assets over current liabilities, have been inching upwards. And this is a good thing, as it shows that they are becoming less and less reliant on debts to grow their business, and they have enough assets to meet their short-term obligations. All this has been reflected on their stock chart, where other than that crazy roller coaster ride in 2021, the stock has been giving some fantastic returns over the past 5 years. So personally, I would feel that Moomoo is in a rather safe position. Now, let's say you want to invest in Moomoo Cash Plus. Here are 3 ways to invest in it. The first way is to subscribe to the fund manually. To do that, you can just tap on Discover, Cash Plus, tap on the fund that you want to invest in, tap Subscribe, and here, just enter how much money you want to invest. What's nice is that Moomoo lets you deduct the funds directly from your bank account, thereby saving you the hassle of manually transferring the funds over. The second method is Regular Savings Plan, or RSP, where you set up a recurring investment plan to periodically invest into the fund. To do that, head over to the fund page, tap on RSP, and here you will be able to set your investment cycle from every day all the way to every month. Lastly, there's Smart Save, which just sweeps all your idle cash into the fund. To use this feature, head over to the Cash Plus main page, Scroll down, tap on Management Smart Save, then make sure it says activated for both SGD and USD accounts. You can also choose which fund you want to invest in, as well as the amount of cash that you do not want to invest into the fund. For example, if you have $1,000 and you reserve $400, only $600 will be used to buy Cash Plus. Once you have invested, you will accumulate a daily return on your money. For example, if I head over to Accounts, Funds, then tap on either fund, I can see that I'm earning a small return every day. If it is on a weekend or holiday, the return will roll over to the next business day instead. And if you want to redeem and get back your money, just tap on Redeem to redeem. Do let me know if you have any questions and I will try to answer them. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.